There's a megachurch in Baltimore that's concealing its own sins. To start this story, let's go back to the 1960s when a man named Carl Stevens founded a church in New England that's known today as Greater Grace World Outreach. The church had a scandal in 1986 when a member claimed that she had been brainwashed by Stevens into donating millions of dollars to the church.
How much did you give?
Oh, about 7 million.
A judge found that Stevens engaged in deceit and ordered the church to pay her back $6.6 million. Shortly after, Stevens left New England and brought the church to Baltimore, where it boomed into a megachurch and now has thousands of members around the globe. Fast forward to 2019 when a group of friends and church members went on a camping trip together. One of the members nervously shared something, that his aunt had witnessed a pastor molesting his own son. Soon other people started sharing similar stories. And it wasn't hard to find other church members who had similar experiences.
The first time I heard about child sexual abuse at Greater Grace was directly from one of my sisters in 2019.
I was actually at a Halloween party at a friend's house.
She told me she had been abused as a kid when we were all living in Ghana, something I and the rest of my family had been completely oblivious to. And
I remember getting a text message that my former youth leader had been arrested. I started to see that there was a pattern.
In 2020, several former church members banded together and started identifying, helping, and documenting the stories of abuse victims at Greater Grace. The group called itself the Millstones, a reference to a biblical passage where Jesus says that those who harm children should be drowned in the ocean with a millstone around their necks.
I hope there's a way that no more kids get abused. I'm sure the church will say something along the lines of they're responding and they're changing policies, but I have zero trust in Greater Grace churches to do that.
I believe that if you're experiencing trauma is not your fault. Anyone who has experienced abuse and harm is brave, and that's the message that I want.
This is a sprawling story with a lot of twists and turns, so if you want to read it, or if you want to share your own story of experiencing abuse at Greater Grace, you can do that by clicking the link in our bio.